Today, I'm going to be trading Fernando Tatís Jr. to his biggest rival, the Los Angeles Dodgers, to see if he can win them a World Series. And the Dodgers absolutely do not need another superstar on that team because they're already playing like they're going to three-peat this season. But since the Padres' biggest rival is the LA Dodgers, that means the most loaded roster in baseball is getting even more loaded because now they have Fernando Tatís Jr. So yeah, adding him to this lineup damn near makes this an all-star team. Like, I am very interested to see what the record is going to be at the end of the season because I think this team definitely has potential at beating the Cubs' single-season win record. But anyways, to start off the year, in our first game, we're going to be taking on the Diamondbacks. And it looks like Perdomo's at the dish right now, so I guess we'll see if Tatis can make a play in the outfield to start it off. It's not... I can't believe we just did that. His first play as an LA Dodger is gonna be him missing a catch. That wasn't... and he's hurt. He is hurt after taking a ball to the dome. So I guess that is how our first game of the season is gonna end. I don't think we could have gotten off to a worse start with Tatis. And I don't know what the hell happened after that, but this game had a football score. We got absolutely destroyed, but we still scored 12 runs. The final score is gonna be 24-12. That is the strangest start to the season that I have ever seen on this game. And Tatis did suffer a concussion on that play, so he was out for like almost 2 weeks, but he's finally back for the series against the Blue Jays, and we need to start winning because even though our roster is absolutely loaded, we are 5-4 right now, surprisingly enough. And I'm gonna count this as his real first game. I'm just gonna pretend like the one play that he actually was in where he got bonked in the head didn't even happen. So it looks like his first at bat's gonna be a base hit. I still just can't get over that. Like, he played one play in his first game of the year, got smoked in the head off of a ball he should have caught, and then that was it for 2 weeks. But anyways, it looks like we already have a 1-0 lead in the World Series rematch, so I'm kind of hoping that we can find a way to extend it here. We are going to get to second base easily, so it seems like Tatis is playing pretty well to start it off. If that drops, hold on. That might send me home. We're easily getting there, man. That's going to go all the way to the wall. So LA is going to take an early 2-0 lead over Toronto. And we have a 1,000 average right now because our one at bat of the season, we did get a base hit. So I guess we'll see if we can keep that up here. And Toronto still hasn't done anything. So we're still winning 2-0 right now. That better drop, please. It's going to be foul. I thought that hit off of the line, but apparently not. And now we're just gonna ground out. So it looks like that is gonna end our perfect batting average. And since then, it looks like the Blue Jays have actually taken the lead. We're down 6-2 in the top of the 7th. I don't know what is going on with the LA Dodgers to start off the season, but it's been into... Oh, I'm so happy that didn't get caught. We're gonna have a base hit. Vladdy was so close to nabbing that, man. But as I was saying, it's been a really interesting start to the season for LA. Because at this point in the year, I was expecting to be like undefeated. I'm gonna try and push 3. We should be there. We are. So if Teoscar Hernandez can find a way to hit something into the outfield, even if it's a deep pop-up, that should be enough to score me. Come on, get through. That is going to be a base hit. So that makes it a 3-run game. He's going to 3 too. So the Dodgers are going to have runners on the corners. And after that, it looks like we did score another run because it is 6-4 in the 8th inning. We got to do something here though, because we're still losing by 2 runs, obviously, but we have a runner on base for Tatis, and this is probably going to be his final at bat of the game. And we have a full count right now, so we honestly might just get walked. Never mind. That is going to be a perfect for a home run from Tatis. 437 feet. That thing was absolutely nuked. So just like that, we are going to tie this game up at 6. And I feel like that home run right there definitely makes up for him missing that catch and being out for 2 weeks. After tying the game up, though, we were not able to do any more scoring. And if the Blue Jays... Oh, this is going to be up to me. I got to throw this guy out at home or else this is going to be an L. I think we got him. That is going to save the game. Tatis is going to end the 9th inning to send it to extras. But now we're back out here in the top of the 10th inning. And once again, it looks like the Blue Jays have a chance to walk it off. That one's not coming back. It's It's going to be a walk-off home run. So after an incredible game from Tatis Jr., it looks like the Blue Jays are still going to beat the LA Dodgers. It's only game 1 though, so hopefully we can still come back to win the series. And it actually looks like we did win the series after that. We won the last 2 games. So that pushes us to 7-5 on the season. Again, not the start I was hoping for, but at least we're above 500. But after that, I went ahead and simmed halfway through May to see how this team was holding up, and we have actually been a lot better. We're 31-16 on the season, so at the moment we are winning the division by 10 games, which is great to see. And in our next series, we are going to be taking on Tatis's former team, the Padres, who are 19-27, so they are clearly missing him. And it looks like we've got a great scoring opportunity to open up the game because we have 2 runners on. There are 2 out, so we got to be careful, but if we can max something to the outfield, that should at least score a run. That should be hittable. Come on. No, I think we just popped it up. Unless it keeps carrying, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we are not going to be able to score any runs. That really sucks, man. I thought we'd at least be able to score 1 run there, but we're back out here in the 5th, and it looks like we do have a 2-1 lead. Once again, we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Tatis. Come on, get through. There we go. This time it looks like we are going to knock the runner home. Assuming he gets there. He should have plenty of time. He's going to be safe. So that will push it to a 3-1 lead. After the base hit, though, nobody was able to score Tatis, so we didn't do any more scoring, and we're back out here in the 7th, and it's a very close game. We're still winning, but it is now 3-2, so it would be nice to find a way to extend that lead here. I mean, it would definitely be nice to find a way to hit a homer against his former team here. That's definitely not going anywhere, though. We're just going to pop it up. So that is going to be 2 outs in the inning. And now we're back out here in the bottom of the 9th, and it's going to be an interesting end here because there is 2 outs, but there's also 2 runners on base right now. So, oh, please tell me that's not nuke. That should just be an easy pop-up, and it looks like Tucker's going to get there to end it. So the LA Dodgers are going to take down the Padres in game 1 of the series to go up 1-0. And after that, it looks like we did go on to sweep San Diego, which is great to see. So that pushes us to 34-16 on the season. But after that, I went ahead and simmed all the way to August for one more big series before we sim to the playoffs. And as you can see, we are currently 71-40 on the season, which ties us with the Boston Red Sox for the best team in the league because they're also 71-40. And we did lose game 1 of this series, but then we won game 2. So winner of this one takes the series. And I'm kind of surprised Boston's doing so well right now because I did not think that they were going to be a playoff team this year. But anyways, that's going to be a pop-up. Ah, okay. It's going to be a ground rule double. Honestly, I'm just happy it didn't hit off my head. I do not want to get a second concussion late in the season, but it looks like we do have a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st. So apparently we have been all over Boston's starting pitcher, and that's going to be another base hit from Tatis to keep it going. And after getting on base, Tucker did get walked, but Kim just lined out. So there's 2 outs with loaded bases for Miguel Rojas. If we don't capitalize here, I am going to be so upset. Ah, he bunts. Why would you bunt in a bases loaded situation like this with 2 outs? That was never going to work. That's a really annoying way to end off the inning. But we're back out here in the 5th now, and it looks like Boston's keeping up. We have a 1... Oh, that might tie it, man. We got to make sure that we rob this here. Come on, Tatis, please. We got it. I don't think that was going to be a home run to begin with. It looked like it was probably just going to hit off the wall. But either way, that saves potentially a double or triple. And now it looks like we're hitting again with a runner on, nobody out in the 5th inning. So it is a great opportunity to try and get on base. But Tatis is just going to ground out into a double play. And it looks like we're back out in the outfield now. It's still 4-3 in the top of the 6th. And we have a runner, or a Boston has a runner on 2nd. So hopefully he doesn't get anywhere. I think he is probably gonna, yeah, he's going for 3. I should be able to throw him out though, and we are gonna have him by a mile. That ends the inning. And now we're back out here in the 7th inning. It's still 4-3, and there's 2 outs for Tatis, but we have a runner on base again. I feel like I'm honestly due to hit a home run soon, so I'm hoping that can happen. I don't think that's gonna go, though. That's probably just another pop-up from Tatis. This one, honestly, has not been my best performance at the dish, and Boston took the lead after that. We're losing 5-4 in the 9th inning, and that is gonna be a pop-up to end the game, unless he somehow drops it, but it's not gonna happen. So Boston is gonna jump us by 1 game for the best team in the MLB. It really doesn't matter a whole lot, though. We're still the best team in the National League, which is all I care about. I'm just trying to get the #1 seed. And after the loss to Boston, it looks like we did have a very solid end to the season. We're not going to beat the Cubs win record, but we are going to finish with 111 wins, which is going to give us the #1 seed. And we also did beat Boston for the best team in the MLB. So to absolutely nobody's surprise, the Dodgers were good this season. But anyways, to end off the year, it looks like Tatis was honestly a bit disappointing. He did hit well. He had a .291 average, but the guy only had 18 home runs, which for him is extremely low. This is actually technically the worst season of his career because he played 135 games and only had 18 home runs. He did have a season where he only had 17 home runs, but that was 2020 when he only played 59 games. So I really don't know what happened this year. It's whatever, though. I'm just trying to win a World Series, and with the Dodgers, I think that's probably going to be happening. But to end off the year, as per usual, Shohei Ohtani is going to be winning MVP. I don't even know how many years in a row of Ohtani winning MVP that is now, but it is definitely close to 6 or 7. But anyways, in our first round of the postseason, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And it looks like LA's already gotten off to an early 1-0 lead because we're up 1-0 in the second, and Tatis is going to start off his postseason with a base hit, so we're aboard. And it looks like Padres has a full count, so I'm gonna try and steal second. Come on, just don't pop it up. I think he just struck out, but either way, we're gonna get to 2. So we've got Tatis in scoring position now. That was awful. We're gonna get thrown out at 2, aren't we? Bro. For some reason, I tried to steal 3, thinking we were gonna be able to make that since he dropped it, but I was so late. By the time I tried to turn around, we were getting thrown out at 2. But either way, we're still winning 4-0 in the 3rd. So regardless, things seem to be going pretty well for LA right now. I got distracted. I don't even want you to acknowledge that chase that I just took. We're gonna have a base hit, so I don't want to hear a thing about that. I'm getting on base either way. And after the base hit from Tatis, nobody was able to hit us home, but it's cool. We're still winning 4-1 in the 5th. And that's going to be probably a... I'm going to stay at 1. I wanted to push 2 there, but that's not happening. Either way, that's 3 base hits in this game for Tatis. So it seems like he is absolutely balling out in this game. And I guess we'll see if Padres can find a way to hit another run home. That is going to be a double play to end off the inning. So that's not what I was hoping to see, but we're still winning 4-1. I honestly don't think we're going to give that lead up at this point. It seems like the Diamondbacks are really struggling to score in this one, and we should have him thrown out at 3. We're going to have him by a mile. So that's going to put him down. Now there's only a runner on first we need to worry about. And it looks like once again, we got out of the inning cleanly because it's still 7-1 in the 4th inning. And this is a great scoring opportunity for Fernando Tatís Jr. because we have a runner on 3rd, and that is going to hit him home. That is like 4 base hits for Fernando in this one. And now it looks like Arizona is pretty much down to their last out here, and they're just going to sky it up. As long as the catcher doesn't drop that, which he's not going to do, the LA Dodgers are going to take game 1. So we're up 1-0 to start off the series. And after that, it looks like we did go on to sweep Arizona. So it really wasn't even much of a series. That's going to send LA back to the NLCS, where we are going to be playing the Phillies, who beat Chicago in 5 games to get here. So this should actually be a pretty entertaining one. And so far it has been. We lost the first 2 games, so I was starting to get a bit worried, but then we won 3 games in a row. So if we can make it 4 games in a row, that will send LA back to the World Series. And it looks like we're already off to a pretty good start. We were up 2-0, but it looks like the Phillies did score, so it's 2-1 now. And this is obviously Fernando's second at bat here. We couldn't do anything in his first at bat. Get through. Oh, I'm surprised that stayed fair, but it is going to be a base hit. which looks like it's gonna turn into an easy double from him. I can't believe he missed the ball out there. After the double, though, nobody was able to score Nando, so it's still only 2-1. Then that is gonna be a problem. That's at least a double. If he turns for 3, that's not the smartest decision, but hold on. That was actually close. I thought we were going to get him for a second, but that's dangerous. Surprisingly enough, though, it looks like he still didn't score after the double. So it's still 2-1, and this is another great scoring opportunity. That is going to be absolutely murked for a 2-run home run from Tatis. So that is going to open it up a bit. It's still very doable for the Phillies to pull off a comeback, but I feel a lot better about being up by 3 runs instead of 1. And it looks like that 3-run lead is still holding strong because we're up 5-2 in the 9th inning with 2 outs. So there's 2 on. We got to be careful about that. If he hits a home run, this game is tied, but it looks like that is not going to happen. We're going to end it. So just like that, the LA Dodgers are headed back to the World Series. As I said, I honestly thought that we were going to be in trouble in this series because the Phillies did win the first 2 games, but yeah, we won 4 in a row. So we're obviously on a tear right now. I do not envy whoever has to play us in the World Series. Oh, hold on. This might be a good one. We're playing the Boston Red Sox, who, if you remember, did beat us in the series that we played them in the regular season, and they are the 2nd best team in the MLB as far as records go. However, it looks like we have a chance to end this series right here because we are up 3-1 heading into Game 5. So 1 more win, and we are once again World Series champions. So it all comes down to this. 1 more win, and that is 3 seasons in a row of the LA Dodgers winning the World Series, which I really hope doesn't happen in real life, but let's be honest, that's probably what we're going to be looking at when it's all said and done this season. But anyways, we're just going to ground out to start off the game, so now it's time to see what we can do in the... Oh, never mind, I forgot. We're playing second in this one. For some reason, we got moved to second, which is our secondary position. Hold on. Oh, that should be an easy out. That's gonna put 2 down in the inning. So 1 more ends the 3rd, and it looks like we were able to do that, and then we scored 3 runs. So it is 3-0 for the LA Dodgers right now. I gotta lock in for a second. We might have just smoked one over the monster. That should at least hit off the monster. It's gone. Fernando Tatís Jr. is gonna push it to a 4-run lead for LA early in the game. So it's looking great right now. If we keep this up, Boston's not even gonna have a chance, man. It's still 4-0 in the 5th right now. So I guess we'll see what Duran does. That should just be another easy ground out, and it looks like we've got him. So that's 1 down in the inning. And now we're back out in the top of the 6th with a runner on for Tatis, and it's still 4-0, man. So I kind of hope that we can maybe hit another homer here. If we go up 6-0, this thing's going to be wide open, but that's just going to be a pop-up. I got to stop going after first pitches. I'm getting a little too comfortable being up by 4 runs right now because it's 5-1 now in the 9th inning. So it looks like we should be able to win this game, but don't forget, Boston has been very good this season. So another run would definitely help out a lot because they could definitely find a way to pull off the comeback. They are very capable of doing that. Oh, man. Other than the home run, this really hasn't been a great game at the dish for Tatis, but either way, it looks like we're still 1 out away from being World Series champions, so hopefully Duran will just make it easy for us. Is that coming to me? That's going to be a base hit, so there's 2 on for Boston. We do not want to let them load the bases, because if that happens and they hit a grand slam, that is going to be insane. Hold on, that should end it. It looks like that's just going to be an easy ground out. And once again, the LA Dodgers are World Series champions for the 3rd season in a row. I mean, who could have predicted that? Adding Fernando Tatís Jr. to an already loaded Dodgers team is going to win them the World Series. Again, though, he really wasn't too much of a slugger in the regular season. I feel like he did pick it up a little bit in the postseason. He still hit well, though. Like, he was getting on base consistently this year. So he was definitely a big factor in this team's success. But again, as you can see, to end off the year, for the 3rd season in a row, the LA Dodgers are World Series champions. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try and get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got my TikTok, Instagram, and my main channel where I post Madden, all linked in my description below. So if you're into football, definitely check out my main channel. But other than all of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.